Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Boring, and this is Dinner with an Owl, a game that was featured on the 2017 Adventure Jam contest, where creators have 2 weeks to create an adventure-style game, be it point-and-click, environmental exploration, and so on. This is one of the top ones for this past year's Game Jam. Created by a guy called BoringSuburbanDad, which, thank you again for letting me stream this video game, and so on. I won't be doing any editing, giving this one shot because I did mess up with the stream. For some reason, YouTube and I are having a bit of a spat with that because it says they record up to 42 minutes, give or take. And when I actually click on the video itself, it only plays back for about the first 18 minutes, give or take. So, this video, one shot, doing everything I did through the stream, not making any compromises anywhere. So hopefully this works out. Let's get started. English? Welcome, Mr. Webb. Mr. Brown is already awaiting you. You will find him in his office down the hallway. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant stay, sir. So, I'm going to try my best to keep my voices straight for this one. But yeah, this is a fantastic little game, and I highly recommend it. And I apologize I had so many problems, and hopefully I apologize to everybody who had to sit through that. Because I got reports from a couple of friends of mine who were watching it. They were like midway through the stream and it's just like a cut out on them. Where for me it was like it went all the way through and then I ended the stream. So let's go talk to Mr. Brown real quick. Mr. Brown? Nice to meet you, Mr. Webb. But did you have a nice arrival? Are you okay? I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Webb. You look hungry, though. Business can wait until tomorrow. Well, but before we eat, you have to meet the other guests. Guests? I'd like to introduce to you, Mrs. April Merritt. April, this is my business partner, Mr. Christian Webb. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. But don't you think it's quite odd that he's in... This is her daughter, Josie. Hello, sir. And you've already met my butler, Declan, over there. Very well. Guys! What's going on here? Let's have dinner. Delicious. Isn't it, April? Declan really surpassed himself. Yummy. What do you think, Mr. Webb? I'm going to make all the choices I did for the stream for continuity's sake. I'm more interested in why you... So, everyone finished? Yes, Mom. I will guide Mr. Webb to his room then. All right. Should I stay here with Mr. Brown? I'll be right back, okay? We'll see each other tomorrow, Mr. Webb. Just come to my office when you're ready. We've got a lot of work to do. Your room is upstairs. Second door on the left. Now that we are alone, what the heck is wrong with Mr. Webb? Pshh! He might hear us. Do you want to leave this place? Of course I do. Why shouldn't I speak out what he is? Because he's very dangerous it's very dangerous to provoke him. He doesn't seem to be aggressive, but he has been in the past. And what do you think about Declan? I don't know if we can trust him. Maybe you can find out? How long have you already been here? I don't know exactly. Weeks? Maybe even months. He won't let us leave. Let's go then. He's with Josie right now, and I won't leave without her. I'm sure she'll be fine. Let's just go back and go and get her. What can he do to stop us? You underestimate Mr. Brown.
Sometimes he lurks in the dark, eavesdrops our conversations. I think he even poisoned the tap water. The only way you could help us is to neutralize him before you fall under his spell.
Good advice. Day 2. Alright. So Declan is not here. For very little to interact with, it honestly is a good tale in of itself. Good morning, Mr. Webb. I often can't find any sleep at night. Then I like to observe the stars through my telescope. Just hand over the contracts and we can get straight to work. Later that day. Enough for today. We're making good progress here. See you later at dinner. See you there. Let's talk to Declan real quick. How may I be of service? I'll go with what I... May I ask you a personal question, Declan? Certainly, sir. Do you like working for Mr. Brown? Well, he's a good man, I guess. Have you ever thought about quitting your job? Excuse me? Do you think about leaving this house? It's not that easy. I will take care of it. But I need your help. What should I do? Can you provide some sort of weapon? Well, there are plenty of knives in the kitchen. That should do. Meet me tomorrow at this place. We have to eat dinner now. How is work? Mr. Webb is a tough negotiating partner, but I am certain we can conclude an agreement. We'll find a solution for our problems soon. After dinner. You're our only chance, Christian. Don't worry. It'll be over soon. I'm afraid it may already be too late. Day 3. Mr. Webb, what are you doing? I knew all the time, but it won't work. You hear me? Mr. Brown? Declan? I didn't do anything wrong, sir. It's me who decides about that. Come to my room after dinner. No, sir. Please! Here it is. Thank you, Declan. Be prepared to leave this house soon. I hope so, Mr. Webb. So, let's go commit murder of an human owl hybrid. I've got to work on something different at the moment. Please come back at it again later. Shank, shank, shank. It's dead. It's dead. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get out of here. Can we really leave now, Mommy? I think it's already too late for him. Bam! No, not again. I'm so thirsty. Let's have some dinner. Day 4. Welcome, Mr. Chambers. Mr. Webb is already waiting you. You will find him in his office down the hallway. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant stay, sir. This place looks strangely familiar. Like I remember it from a weird, long-forgotten past. Can I stab myself? No. Oh wait, I don't even have the knife anymore. So pretty much this is a loop until you can actually break the cycle. Kind of like Nirvana, in a way. Only more horror-esque. And now, the guy... Mr. Webb? Nice to meet you, Mr. Chambers. Did you have a nice arrival? Yes, but... You look hungry. But before we eat, you have to meet the other guests. Guests? I'd like to introduce to you Mrs. April Merritt. April, this is my business partner, Mr. Aaron Chambers. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Okay. This is her daughter, Josie. Hello, sir. And you've already met my butler, Declan, over there? Very well. Let's have dinner. Delicious. What do you think, Mr. Chambers? It's pretty good indeed. I'm glad to hear that. There's nothing better than a good dinner. I'm really tired. That's hardly surprising. You'd had an exhausting day, and we've got a lot of work to do. We'll see each other tomorrow. Just come to my office when you're ready. I will guide Mr. Chambers to his room then. All right. Should I stay here? With Mr. Webb? I'll be right back, okay? I apologize, my accents suck. Your room is upstairs. Second door on the left. So what's wrong now that we're alone? What the heck is wrong with Mr. Webb? Shh! He might hear us. Do you want to leave this place? Of course I do. Then let's go. He's with Josie right now, and I won't leave without her. Have a good night. Sleep well, Mr. Chambers. Day 5. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Webb. Good morning, Mr. Chambers. Just hand over the contracts and we can get straight to work. So this game pretty much loops around until you can break the cycle, as I said before. Later that day. Enough for today. We've made good progress here. See you later at dinner. See you there. But choices will be different each time you go through it. Small tidbits will be different.
Well, it was London town. I was rambling on the privacy of an old street light. And as I wandered through the weary mist, I heard a wind whispering your name. As I look into the window of a retired cafe, I see those eyes of words in a reflection. I turn around and see a shade as I sink into the depths of my depression. I wake up by the cry of sorrows disappearing into vaporous fog. While I'm here strolling, I see a silhouette and hear the wail of a dog. And now I'm fading away. Here in the silent rain, but I felt like the luckiest man in the world when that black cat crossed my path.
I love that. Very nice touch to the game. Kind of reminds me of when I went down to New Orleans, hence my little friend here. Got him while I was down there. It's actually a carnival mask I got during Mardi Gras. Go figure. How may I be of service? I'm just going to cut to the chase. May I ask you a personal question, Declan? Certainly, sir. Have you ever thought about quitting your job? Excuse me? Do you ever think about leaving this house? It's not that easy. I will take care of it, but I need your help. What should I do? Can you provide some sort of weapon? Well, there are plenty of knives in the kitchen. That should do. Meet me tomorrow at this place. We have to eat dinner now. How was work? Mr. Chambers is a tough negotiating partner, but I'm certain that we can conclude an agreement. We'll find a solution for our problem soon. After dinner. You're our only chance, Aaron. Don't worry. It'll be over soon. I'm afraid it may already be too late. Day 6. So we're on track with where I kind of was with the live stream. Here it is. And unlike last time, they actually give us the option to ask for more. Can you give me more knives? One more knife. Here you go. Thank you, Declan. Be prepared to leave this house soon. I hope so, Mr. Chambers. So, now we have 2 knives. What I figured from the live stream, and I wasn't too sure at the time, besides Declan and Mr. Owlface, being that he keeps changing names, I'm just going to call him Mr. Owlface just to keep everything straight. The only 2 other things we can interact with are the telescope in Mr. Owlface's room and the umbrella stand right behind Declan. I don't need an umbrella at the moment. So, being that we have 2 knives, the idea is to hide one of them. I conceal a knife inside the umbrella stand. Basically, this curse will keep going and going and going and going. But from what I can tell, and I have no lore to back this up at the time, but it has to be somebody who freshly arrives. Clues being, he asked me how my arrival was, not how was my trip. And that he kind of spawns in after I click on him. So, that knife should be there for when I get taken over and come back as a new person. I have some work on something different at the moment. Please come back again later. Shank, shank. It's dead. Being that you called this hybrid a him, I would say it would be respectful to call it him. Wow, I'm doing it now too. I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. Can we really leave now, Mommy? I think it's already too late for him. Case in point. No, not again. I am so thirsty. Let's have dinner. Day 7. So, welcome, Mr. Wright. Mr. Chambers is already awaiting you. You will find him in the office down the hallway. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant stay, sir. There goes another one. So it's not the same person over and over again. Supposedly it's different people, even though they keep having memories of shit. So if I am correct and the live stream holds true, there is a knife hidden inside the umbrella stand. So we have a knife to begin with. What I do like is, other than Mr. Brown and Mr. Webb to start out with, every other character that we come in with's name is kind of like randomly generated or from a set list. So let's go into the office. There, he hasn't really completely spawned in. He's kind of transparent. So I take it, do the Michael Myers impression now, and that should be it. Let's get out of here. Can we really leave now, Mommy? Yes, my dear. This creature won't detain us any longer. We'll leave this nightmare and never look back. You managed to escape after 7 days. Dinner with an Owl. A game by BoringSuburbanDad. Engine point and click DK3 by Zomheed. Graphics by Boring Suburban Dad. Voice acting by Catherine Severin. Feelings of Twilight and Black Cat number 13. Spooky Piano. Honestly, that was fun. I haven't played a point and click adventure since, well, before today, since, well, fully. I did do a mock stream to kind of check how it would work about a week or so ago, but before that, I haven't full out played a point and click style of the game in years, and it was honestly very nostalgic. This game was, as I said before, in the Adventure Jam contest of 2017, sixth place, mind you, out of 121 entries. 6 out of 121 is a very, very impressive score, in my opinion. And from playing the game with good reason. They only had 2 weeks to put these games together. 2 weeks. Aesthetics, not the best graphics I've ever seen, granted, but they work for the atmosphere that they're trying to generate. A little bleaker, a little hard to understand at first. Kind of has that old art aesthetic to it. About the late 1800s, early 1900s. But very, very fun game. Very simple-ish to follow. Although it takes 1 or 2 tries to get it right. And you can't really get it right immediately. I wonder how long it's taking somebody to actually... what the longest period of time was anybody played that game in days. That's something I would like to know. But Boring Suburban Dad, fantastic work. I look forward to playing your other games and looking forward to what you have to create in the future. And I do apologize again for the live stream earlier. A lot of problems, as I said. I will be leaving a link to both the game on GameJolt, which is a free game to play, in the description, along with a link to Boring Suburban Dad's Twitter. Very, very nice person, by the way. And thank you for letting me play this game. Along with my Twitter also. That will be in there too. If you guys like what I've been doing with these videos, please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't, thumbs down, or send my videos to your enemies. I've put you through enough. Time to share the grief, right? Right. So, until next time, y'all have a nice day, and take it easy.